Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video of JMath Tech. My name is Jamil Matheny, and today's video I wanted to introduce Ubuntu, but today we're going to do it right here on the Oracle VM Virtualbox. So we're going to install Ubuntu, which is a Linux distro, on the Virtualbox as a virtual machine. Sounds interesting. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe with more of these videos and to this channel. And as always, I appreciate every subscriber to this channel. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Be sure to keep an eye out and hit that notification bell if you haven't already to get access to more videos like this. So with that out the way, let's begin and install Ubuntu. All right, so now first to start off, we got to go to the Ubuntu.com website. So like I said, ubuntu.com, and basically what that does is basically installs Ubuntu for you. So we're going to go over here to the downloads tab and then select Ubuntu desktop. All right. And then we got the download Ubuntu desktop. So now we want to click on, all right, so now we're here at Ubuntu 2204.1. This is I think like the LTS basically stands for long-term support, as it says right here. So we're going to click download, and it should automatically download. So yeah, that's going to be about 3.6 gigabytes, and I'm going to click cancel, but you can fast forward to this video because I've already installed it and everything. Well, not so much install it, but you know, I've already downloaded this. So yeah, I'm going to click cancel, but go ahead and fast forward the video, and I'll see you in the next segment. All right, so now that we have Ubuntu downloaded, now next we need to get Virtualbox installed. So over here we got virtualbox.org. So you need to go there in order to download Virtualbox. And then once you go to virtualbox.org, you'll be able to see here the download Virtualbox 7.0 or whatever version that you see in front of you. So you click on that. All right, and then depending on which platform or desktop that you're using, the operating system that you're using, you definitely want to pick and choose the specific operating system that you're using as a host. So in this case, I'm going to go with Windows since I'm on the Windows desktop. And once that finishes downloading, you go ahead and install that as well. Follow the prompts. Pretty much everything is self-explanatory. So now we have two downloads. One is the Ubuntu download, which you see here, the .iso file, and then also we have the Virtualbox, which you should have already installed anyway. So. But now we're going to get right into how to actually install the Ubuntu in the Virtualbox right now. All right, so now you should have the Virtualbox Manager open. You'll be able to see the Virtualbox screen right here. So right now what we're going to do is click on New, and since we're installing Linux, we're going to type in Linux, or you can type in Ubuntu. It doesn't really matter. That's probably like the best pick right there. And then let's see, memory size. I normally do like at least 8 megabytes of memory. And then we're going to create a virtual hard disk. Well, right now it's empty, so we'll just go ahead and create it. All right, and then for the file size here, I want to do 100 at least, because we're going to need quite a bit of space of hard drive space. You know what? I'll just type it in. So 100 gigabytes. There you go. And typically you can change this in any way you want, but since this is the actual hard drive, I want to go with virtual hard disk, so the VHD, and then keep everything else the same and click on create. Bam! So now we got everything that we need. But first, before we actually press start on here, we need to go to settings, kind of change some things around. So everything here seems pretty self-explanatory. This is the basics of your overall program that you're using, or the distro that you're using. We need to go to system, and you can put this up to like at least 10 megabytes, but anything past that, it'll come up with this bit of error. Never mind that. Like I said, I typically keep it at around 8 megabytes. Now go to the processor tab, and we're gonna do I'd say at least 2, like a dual core processor. So we're basically what I'm doing right now is, just to show you, is that I'm basically setting up the virtual machine so that Linux, the distro, the Linux distro, or the operating system that we're about to install here in the Virtualbox works properly. So it kind of works as like a second computer on your main computer as a host. You see what I'm saying? So, but now we got the processor. So now we got a dual core processor on on our Linux distro, or for our Linux distro. And you want to go to settings, keep pretty much everything here the same. And we're not going to do any more recording than what we're already doing right now. Now here's the main meat and potatoes right here. So now here in the storage option, you want to go to the first one up here. This is the SATA. This is basically like the virtual hard disk that we created earlier. This one is the disk image file, which is the ding 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 ding. Can you guess? The ISO, the .iso file extension. All right. So now I'm gonna go over to this little CD icon over here under attributes, and then choose disk file. So now that large Ubuntu desktop file that we downloaded earlier, you want to click on that and press open. All right. And I think that is pretty much it. So network, it will be enabled. Yeah, there's really no need to change any of that. Probably won't be using the Wi-Fi on it too much, but just to give you an overall view of how to install this thing, I think will pretty much work well. So yeah, we pretty much went through all of that. Now we're gonna press OK. All right, and then now we can begin and press start. Bam! Let's see what we come up with. All right. So yeah. All right. So now in the actual, let me cancel that. Let me actually turn this part off. So you'll probably end up seeing this. This is like the auto capture. Yeah, you really don't need to focus on all of that stuff right now, but let me widen the view a little bit. All right, so now let's get ready. Yeah, we did need to actually do the capture because yeah, well we need to we need to actually use the mouse in this virtual machine. So yeah, this is the I did the full screen, which is why you see it in full screen right now. It's just a little bit better to view it in this format. All right, waiting. Fast forward this part. All right, and voila. Hey, so now we've got the distro installed. Well, not necessarily. We're almost there, but we're going to go ahead and click install Ubuntu. I just like saying that. Ubuntu, 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 Ubuntu. All right, anyway, if you speak English and you're in the US, go ahead and click continue. If not, choose whichever language that you speak fluently in and go ahead and click continue as well. So now we have what apps would you like to install and start with? Just a normal installation. Other options, yeah, we really don't need all of that, especially the install third-party software. Like I said, we really don't need that, but if you want to install additional third-party software, such as like NVIDIA, or if you have a different graphics card, this is probably recommended. But yeah, just a side note, Linux and NVIDIA had a bit of a feud early on, so I'll get to that maybe in another video. But yeah, NVIDIA doesn't like Linux and Linux doesn't like NVIDIA, so that's a whole different tech beef that's going on. But anyway, we can press continue. All right, and then it should work. Come on. All right, so now we have it. All right, so what it means is on the erase disk and install Ubuntu, it's I warn you, this is not going to touch your hard drive. This is not going to touch your hard disk, like your solid state drive on your machine. So this erase disk and install Ubuntu basically means on the virtual hard disk that we installed earlier. And that's the reason why. So we're basically all we're doing is installing Ubuntu right now, which I'm gonna click install now. Well, yeah, like I said, I'm just giving you a heads up, and then go ahead and click continue. I am on the East Coast, so I'm gonna go with New York, as we already have here, and type in the name. Let's go with bada bang bada boom. No, JMavTech, and then I'm just going to type in a decent password. All right. And then we're gonna while we're waiting for the Ubuntu installation, go ahead and fast forward this video, or you can yeah, I'm not going to speak on that. All right, so now it's copying the files in order to install Ubuntu, and I'm going to fast forward the video, and we'll get to the next steps. All right, so now here's the installation. So we got that completed. So now we're just going to restart the computer on the virtual machine and continue from there. All right, we're going to wait for that. So now it's just pretty much just loading everything, and then go ahead and press continue. What's it doing? Looks like Tetris for a minute. And okay, so now we got the Ubuntu Linux virtual machine actually going. Basically, all I did was reinstall, or just put on the optimal drive by going to well, you don't necessarily have to do this, but go into settings, storage, and then clicking on the IDE right here, and then this little CD icon. You should probably see that there, and just choose new file, or if it's already there, just choose your distro, and then click OK after that. So yeah, that's basically in a nutshell how to install Ubuntu Linux on a virtual machine, or just in really any virtual machine should be feasible for during the installation. But if you do run into any troubles, you can always go to stackoverflow.com, or you can leave a comment below on my YouTube channel if you have any questions about the installation and anything. So, but like I said, thank you for supporting this channel, and hopefully I will see you guys in the next video. The next video, actually, I should do one on Linux commands, because I want to do some things here in the terminal that might be beneficial, but we'll get to that later. But until the meantime, in between time, peace. I'll see you guys later. Thank you for watching JMathTech. I'm out of here.